Well, good morning, everybody. Hello, this is Lisa. Not feeling very well, Lisa, with Heart of Inspiration. I saw you guys on Friday night, was it? After I came back from my trip. Hey, Fit Goddess. And, yeah, got sick. Got I think, I'll call it the plain cold. Grand Rising, dear. I'll call it the plain cold. Hey, Virgo love. And, yeah, that had me down for the count. Saturday and Sunday. So we're going to pull one card for each zodiac. Can you guys hear me okay? I know my voice sounds like really rough. Good morning, Dee Dee. And I apologize. All right, guys. Yeah, not good. So this is going to be a quick one. Oh my God. Oh, it's nothing. Okay. All right, these will be quick ones, okay, guys? I'm sorry, I'm sick too. We'll get better. All right, here we go. Let's get it started. With, hey, you and your feelings. Aries, we've got the Six of Swords. Aries, there's some sacrifices that need to be made, some things that need to be walked away from. Life can't be the same, okay? Hey, Maria. Life can't be the same. So you're going to have to be willing to leave some things behind that perhaps you didn't think you were going to have to. But I feel like also, though, you're already starting to do this. And because you're already starting to do this, and you're seeing the results of happiness and joy and peace, abundance starting to flow, all things like that, because you've been willing to kind of walk away and let it go, that's gonna, this is gonna be easier, right? During this retrograde time, this is the time to do it. This is the time to review everything and rethink how we're moving and rethink how we're thinking. Okay? So that's Aries. That's Aries. Hello, everybody that's come in. Jamie and Metro. Hello. Hey, Jennifer. Who's next? Taurus. Taurus, Five of Wands. I love this is the Star Child Tarot, guys. I love how, hey T, I love how this card really represents the Five of Wands energy as really an internal conflict and really nothing external. So fellow light workers and indigos and star seeds, light beings, listen, there's an internal fight, okay? But as you can see, this young man is, or young woman, young person is sitting there meditating to really truly investigate through, through their higher self, why there is this internal conflict, what the resolution to it is. And they're seeking that peace there. So yes, you're being challenged. A lot of your own internal thoughts are being challenged, but it's for the good. So, and you're going to find that, right while we're in Aquarius season, it's a little tough for you. So, but you're going to come out of this on the other side, pure gold. Okay. All right. So, yeah, there's going to be, don't take it out on everybody else either, Taurus. Don't take it out on everyone else. Okay. These are general readings, sun, moon, or rising. So if it doesn't resonate with your sun, please check your moon and your rising. If you're cross-watching, You can, and you know their sign? There you go. Crosswatch way. Good morning, Jubo. Good morning, Maria. Okay, Gemini, King of Swords. Gemini. I can't believe I'm having to tell the Gemini to speak their truth and live their truth. However, this is what I will say to you, Gemini. I think there's an internal truth that you've got to resolve within yourself and be able to honestly look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is my truth and I'm going to live by my truth, right? That this is my truth and I'm going to live by my truth. I think that for some Geminis, you've kind of been not telling yourself the absolute truth. Like you've been kind of living a little bit of a lie, right? Thanks, dear. You've been living a little bit of a lie. So it's time for you to take this King of Swords energy and deal with the consequences. This retrograde, happy retrograde, by the way, to everybody. Happy Mercury retrograde. I'm going to take full advantage of it. This Mercury retrograde is for you to really, all of us, to really rethink some of our higher thoughts. Okay? Rethink them. What are we going to do with them? And are some of the beliefs we're holding to, Gemini, or are we telling ourselves the biggest lie of them all? I don't know who that's particularly for, but you just got to be sure that you're not lying to yourself above and beyond everything else, okay? That was Gemini. Hey, Amy. Oh, well, my voice is not that great today, Amy. Sorry. I'm still getting over this cold. Cancer, justice. Oh boy, Cancer. We gotta weigh everything in the crosshairs, don't we? We gotta weigh everything on the scales and on the balance. We have to get to that, like, not just the intuitive portion of it, but also we've got to get to the point where we're weighing things with some level of logic. Mercury retrograde again, coming out of this energy, this Piscean. Mercury's been a little bit on the, woohoo side in Pisces, because it's fun to be on the woohoo side. It's fun to be, to have a lot of thoughts and dreams and all that kind of stuff. But now we're getting to the brass tacks and fixed air of reality. Now, it's not going to happen immediately, of course, but we're moving away from Neptune. And as we're moving away from Neptune, hey, a little too sweet, Sandra and MK. As we're moving away from Neptune, right, and moving towards the sun, we're going to be able to see things a lot clearer over the next few weeks. But today starts that. So begin to weigh it. Do what's fair. Do what's just. Do what's right for you first. Cancer, not in a narcissistic way, but in the self-love, self-care way. Okay? I'm feeling a lot better. I'm not going to tell that lie. I'm feeling somewhat better. Cancer, weigh it out. Do what's right for you. Sometimes, MK, woohoo does pay the bills. Because having this as a dream, being able to do this full time eventually, a lot of people would say that this is a woohoo thought, right? So sometimes, a lot of times, woohoo does pay the bills. Woohoo does create inventions. There's nothing wrong with it. All right. I'm not going to lie. I'm not feeling that great, but I'm here. I'll be getting to everybody today. All right, here we go. Who's next? Leo, 7 of Wands. Leo, be big, bold. You see this woman and her, I don't know which kind of cat this is. Oh, it's a tiger. The woman and the tigress, right? They're ready to face and defend and move forward, right? They're not allowing whatever else to come. They're facing their fears, or they're facing what's coming at them. facing what's coming at them. And without, I mean, they're kind of calm about it, right? They're not even like freaked out. So face what's coming at you, Leo. Don't turn your back. Don't be afraid. Defend your position. Defend your right. I've been watching on Netflix the Hip Hop Evolution Hip Hop Evolution. And when I just said that, I just saw the little clip they played of the Beastie Boys. You got to fight for your right to party. Fight for your rights. Stand your ground, Leo. What you wish to have happen is what's going to happen. Hey, the Aries. Right? So, yeah, face it head on. Do what you do. Don't be afraid either, Leo. Find that strength, okay? MK, get a woohoo job. Get a job that's going to make you happy, girl. Get a job that's going to fulfill your life. Get a job that's going to fulfill your heart, your dreams, your passion, your purpose. A lot of people would call that woohoo jobs. So get it. Get the woohoo job. I'm not going to back down from that, honey. Not at all. Here we go. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups for Virgo. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it, I swear. Hold on 1 second. Thanks, guys. You guys did not need to hear me blowing my nose. Maria, I don't know what readings you want to request about a family member. I would have to understand what that means if somebody could put my email up. Okay, 5 of Cups for Virgo. You're feeling a little overwhelmed, are we? We're feeling a little overwhelmed, Virgo. Let me tell you why I like this card, though. This card, if you look at, even though that 1 cup is knocked over, there's still 4 cups lighting the path. And this is lighting, it looks to me that this would be lighting the path on the way out of the forest rather than on the way in. So let's not worry about the 1 lantern or cup that's fallen over, but let's follow the others that are shining the light and guiding you along the path. Right? Guiding you along the path. It can be a little bit overwhelming right now. I do understand that because there's a lot of uncertainty in thought right now, and that's tough for a Virgo, right? And it's kind of a little more difficult to plan, okay? It makes it a little more difficult, Virgo, for you to plan when you can't really see the path or you're not sure or, the planning doesn't make sense. So just put 1 foot in front of the other, follow the peace. Trying to tell a Virgo not to plan is trying to tell a Virgo not to breathe. But I'm just going to ask that you listen to the plan, each step of the plan, as it's being given to you by your higher self. How about that? Okay? All right. No, I do not do personal readings during these times, Maria. You'll have to book it. Okay? You'll have to book that reading, Maria Luisa, on my website. Okay. Wheel of Fortune for Libra. Libra, I do sense that there's been a little push-pull, push-pull, push-pull. Push-pull, push-pull, push-pull. I think this wheel has kind of stopped for a minute. It might have felt like it was going backwards. Now it's going forwards again. But I'm going to tell you something. One thing I hadn't noticed until today when I looked at this card. So she's sitting here. Notice that there's kind of a bubble around her. The wheel, almost as an expanded sacred geometry type tree of life, is around her in a very faint way. In a very faint way. So, really, when we are looking at this card with the Wheel of Fortune, right? That wheel is not something, of course we know it's not something physical, but it's not even really something tangible. I think we look for the wheel, the manifestation of the Wheel of Fortune when it's turning in our direction, turning correctly, or turning right, like in our favor. We look for that always in a physical manifestation. I'm guilty of the same thing. But this is telling me something. This is saying you need to be looking for that in a spiritual manner. You need to be looking for it in the subtleties of life, in the subtleties of attitude, in the subtleties of peace, in the subtleties of having a knowing, this is how I'm supposed to move, or how other people interact or stop interacting or whatever, right? In the subtle spiritual things, in the gentle breeze that you might feel come across your back when you're standing in the kitchen and there's no air moving anywhere, but that you know then that your ancestors or your spirit guides are with you. So the wheel to me is look to starting today during this retrograde to get a deeper understanding on a spiritual level and begin to see spiritual gifts manifesting in a greater and easier way. That was Libra. Scorpio, 7 of Cups. Scorpio, you got some choices to make. You got some choices. There's probably a little bit of confusion, Scorpio, going on because I feel like there's been things that have popped up for you weren't necessarily expecting. I feel like there's been turns of events that you perhaps hadn't planned for or anticipated. I think some have been emotionally on a little bit of an emotional roller coaster, and that's where the 7 of Cups comes into. I don't feel like this confusion is going to be sitting here for very, very long. I think that things are going to become much clearer once actually retrograde Mercury the closer and closer Mercury gets to the sun in Aquarius. For you, Scorpio, right? That's your sextile. The clearer and clearer your thoughts and your decisions are going to be. And the clearer and clearer the choices that you must make are going to be. And your feelings will clear up and you'll be able to go back to being a fixed emotional sign. Not having to worry about a movement. But yeah, Scorpio, everything is going to become apparent to you. And your emotions are going to line up with your logic. The closer Mercury gets to the sun in retrograde. Okay. All right. Oh, good gravy. Okay. Who's next? Sag, the Strength card. Hey, Sharon. I'm sure you do because Mercury is moving away from Neptune. It's a little tough there. Saggies. The Strength. Sagittarius, you're going to have let me tell you all something. Let me tell y'all Saggy something. Hold on one second. I gotta blow my nose. One more second, babies. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, thank you guys for your patience. Yeah, Aries, it is. Listen, I mean, it's energy, right? It's an energetic thing. I don't know. We'll philosophize on that, Aries, another time. Saggies, let me tell you something. Y'all been big, bad, and bold, Saggies, while Mars was going through y'all sign, and Mars ain't in y'all sign anymore. It's now in Capricorn. So I'm gonna ask y'all if any of y'all got real big, bad, and bold and cuss somebody out you wasn't supposed to cuss out, made some choices y'all perhaps maybe shouldn't have made. You know, Sagittarians went out, party, did whatever y'all. I mean, I think some of y'all really got out your mind while Mars was in your sign, especially the last couple of days. So you might have to retract some of the things that you've done. You might have to make nicey with some people that you literally pissed off. Or you might just have to rethink a couple of things, Sagittarius, that you may have done. But find the strength to do the right thing. Okay? Find the strength. If you allowed people to run over you, Sagittarian, it's a rarity. But if you allowed people to run over you, then I'm going to need you to find the strength to turn the tables. Are you a Sag, Amy? Child. Okay? So we going to find the strength to rethink our last... You know, it's almost like somebody was referring to with me about something. The movie The Hangover, right? Or like y'all went on some... I don't know. I can't even think of those movies with the college kids and going on some kind of trip and party and they just really regret them as things. Yeah, right? So I don't know. With Sagittarians, I feel like y'all coming up for air finally, getting sober. You're like, oh my God. You're like, what did I do? Oh my gosh, Sagittarians, you're gonna be okay, honeys. All right, you're gonna be just fine. Aries, you know why stop it. You know why I attract a lot of April Aries? Because my oldest child is she was born April the 7th. Here, let me put this here so that it has something to focus on. Sorry about the flickering on the bottom of the screen, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Cappies, Two of Wands. Boy, y'all got a choice to make. Hey, SR, how you doing? Two of Wands. You got lots of choices to make, or you've got a serious choice to make, a passionate choice to make, and perhaps you've already made it, Cap. I feel like there's going to be there's a lot of emotion in regard to which path you're going to walk. A lot of emotion about the path that you're going to be walking and need to be walking or should be walking or want to walk. Right? And it's not an easy decision, but it's necessary. And it's not... It may or may not be comfortable, but you have to follow your passion. You have to. Um, you have to follow it. You have to go with your gut. Um, just weigh all weigh out, count the cost. That's what I'm trying to say. Count the cost. Okay, sweeties? Before you make your decisions. Count the cost. But it should still be, for the majority of you, there should be some good decisions to make, right? Some good options for the majority of you guys. All right, Cappy? All right. I'm going to change this today. My other one doesn't do this. Who's next? Aquarius, 4 of Wands. Oh, God, I'm so glad. We found peace. I would sing, but I have no singing voice. 4 of Wands, life purpose, peace, everything aligned. I really like this card because the wands are in horizontal and parallel to one another, horizontally. Horizontally. And this really signifies to me line upon line, precept upon precept. That concept. That there's been a building, Aquarius, line upon line, precept upon precept, a build up to your life purpose and to you realizing and recognizing your life purpose. So, my dear Lightworker and my dear Indigo and my dear Starseed and my dear Light Being, period. At today, the beginning of the Mercury Retrograde, Aquarians, I really feel like you're going to have the peace to fully move or begin to fully see and understand what the next steps and next levels towards walking in your higher purpose is. Right? What that next step is to your higher purpose. All right? And to walking in complete peace. Nothing missing, nothing broken. And doing what you came here to do. Rebecca, no, these are generals, dear. Okay? These are Lightworker Tarot. From my Lightworkers, Warriors, Indigos, and Starseeds, and other light beings. So, Secret Tarot does love readings, love generals. Her channel, Secret Tarot, does that on a daily basis. So you can go check her out in a couple of hours. Alrighty, and then we're gonna do here Pisces, and then we're gonna do the collective, and then I'm gonna get off, and I'm gonna get some rest. 4 of Swords. Pisceans, at peace as well. Okay, at peace. Pisceans, I think that you're not going to have pesky Mercury quite as close to you for the next 3 weeks. I think you're kind of happy about that. And I believe that you as well are seeing things quite straight and finally quite happy with the direction you're going in. Pisceans, you've been like really moving towards like securing the bag and doing all this great stuff for a while now. And it's all coming into fruition, and it's all wow. It's all falling into place right before we come into your season. Like, your season starts in just a couple days. So it's all coming into place. And I think that's beautiful. Okay? I think that's beautiful. And you're in this calm before. I don't know that there's going to be necessarily a storm. I just feel like it's going to be a change for you. But I believe that you're able to weather and stand that change with that 4 of Swords. Okay? Do meditate, though. Please do meditate. All right. Let's... Let's pull a card from the Starseed Oracle for the collective, okay? Let's pull a card from the Starseed Oracle for the collective, and then we'll get on out of here. One card for the collective. The Courageous Peony. The Courageous Peony. I'll read that really quick. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Okay. So, flowers don't open and close according to who walks by. They embrace all of what they are and show it to the world around them. The peony doesn't try to compete with the cherry blossom, and the cherry blossom doesn't try to compete with the tulip. They own what they are and trust the timing of their true nature. You are being called to do the same. It's time to open yourself up to being seen. Time to share your incredible, multifaceted, true nature with the world around you, to uncover and reveal your soul's greatest gifts without wavering, to own your uniqueness without apology. There's a flower on this planet that holds the same qualities that your soul is readying itself to express. Let it inform you. You may have been taught that it's safer to keep your light hidden and your voice small, to hide behind the bushes instead of growing tall. The Courageous Peony is here to remind you that it's safe to embody all of who you truly are. It's safe to share your voice and let yourself be seen. At first, it may feel uncomfortable and you may be afraid of what others think, but with each passing day, it becomes easier. Little by little, you realize that it draws in those who are meant for you and experiences you've been longing for arrive at your feet. There you are. That's the collective. The Courageous Peony. Okay, guys. Let me get on out of here. Hey, lovely Libra medium. Okay, let me get on out, yeah. Thanks, guys, for being here. I so appreciate it. And I'm going to do a little work today. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to work. I'm still getting over this cold, as you can hear. But I will be getting things done. So, you guys have a fantastic first day of retrograde. Don't let it get you down. It's going to be just fine. And if you're wondering about retrograde and my take on it, I've got a couple of videos. I did break out from the live on Friday. I did break out the teaching on retrograde itself. So those are up in a playlist about the Mercury retrograde, okay? All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys. Have a great day. We'll see you a little bit later. Bye-bye.